guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin. I'm a small town girl with big town. I'm out of breath. I need some breathing exercises. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin. I'm a small town girl with big town hair and I like to travel. So, 'tis the season to be jolly. Look at my Christmas nails. I really hope the camera's focusing right now because my nails are like a whole look. I really hope you can see this. If you can't see this, it's fine. I'll fix it, but. So last week I did my first collab with a YouTuber named Zina Tara. She's been in Vietnam now for about 2 years, I think. And she's based in Ho Chi Minh City. I've been in Vietnam for almost a year at this point, and I'm based in Hanoi. So we decided to do a Hanoi versus Ho Chi Minh City kind of collab video, talking about the difference in living in both of those places. Awesome idea, great. When she reached out to me and we connected and we're talking about doing the video, I got really excited. But then when I started taping, I realized that I hadn't really planned anything I was gonna say, and I didn't think about anything or take notes or write stuff down. I just was ill-prepared and a little tipsy. I wanted to come back, make another video as like a follow-up to that video, to kind of give you a little more information about some of the things that I may have misstated or didn't include in the video because I just forgot. If you want to see the original video, it's in the description below. Please watch it, it's really cool, and go subscribe to my friend Zina's channel. She's super dope. I like her. Hopefully we're gonna do some more collabs in the future. We will see. One of the things that I said when I was talking to Zina was that teachers, typically a scale 1 teacher can make between 32 and 36 million. Bruh. Now, I know that that is a very low rate, but one of the things I did not clarify is what I meant by that fee, like that salary. You can make more, you can make less. If you are a teacher and you don't have any qualifications and you have like a high school diploma and no teaching certificate, you could come here and you could make 50 million, but you would be working under the table or what's called in the black, which means that you have to do visa runs, you're working illegally, you're not paying taxes, you don't have a work permit, and you're leaving every 3 months. The first group, if you're in that first group, you could go home with 50 million. You go home as much as you want because you're getting paid cash under the table. Second group of teachers, I would say, are the people who have degrees and the people who have teaching certificates. If you have a degree and a teaching certificate, you could get a job working with a work permit and a visa. All the language centers are different, but the reason that that scale is lower than if you don't have your certificate is because they pay taxes to your rates. It's also because they pay for health insurance, they pay for a visa, they pay for a work permit. Oftentimes they'll reimburse you for like flight stuff, or they'll like pay for your housing. So all of those like perks of like legally working here, have health insurance, things like that, they take away or detract from how much money you would actually take home. However, you're completely legal, you don't have to worry about no kind of like legality problems. There's also in Hanoi a third set of teachers, and those are like professional teachers. So those are people who have like actual teaching university degrees. They teach in their home country. Science, math, Spanish, history, all of those teachers. If you're a person who has an actual teaching certificate, you're a subject teacher, like a career teacher, you can make guap over here. You can make like 60 million working at an international school as a subject teacher. So you do have options in that regard of what you can do. There's a lot of numbers I just threw at you. I hope you got it. The second thing that I forgot to mention was safety. Safety is such a big thing when you're thinking about moving. I can't believe I actually forgot to like explain what the safety situation was. I feel 100 times safer in Hanoi than I do in Ho Chi Minh City. And that's just because I feel like it's just a little less violent. I was coming home from a business trip. I went to Ho Chi Minh City, and the whole time I was in Ho Chi Minh City, I had like my purse and my phone, and I was like really like guarded everything. When I got back to Hanoi, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was locked out of my place. I had to wait for Andres to come let me in. I was sitting outside, and at first I was like really guarded and scared and looking around, and then I just kind of relaxed. I was like, these people literally do not care that I'm standing here with my bag. I had that mentality of like, I was freaking out, and then I was like, oh wait, we're good. Like, I could be out here, I mean, I could pitch a tent. I'm not gonna pitch a tent though, girls. I got a house. I can pitch a tent. But if you go to Southeast DC, like where I used to live, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you sitting outside with your luggage, like you are asking to get robbed. It was legitimately like, okay. So the safety in Ho Chi Minh City versus Hanoi, I would say Hanoi wins for that. So one thing that I forgot to mention was the weather. And I know I touched on the weather in the Ho Chi Minh City versus Hanoi video, but you literally, like, there are so many people who like come in January or come in December or even February and are not ready for the level of cold that it gets here. A couple days ago I posted this picture and people were like, why do you have on like a poofy coat and a sweater? And I'm like, because it's cold. I have on a poofy coat and a sweater because I'm freezing cold because it's winter here. It's actually winter. Like, the temperature dips to like 40 degrees, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're cold. You need like winter wear. So do not listen to my friend Erica Badu and be that bag lady that you gotta be, because it's not the time, okay? It's not the time for a minimalist life, okay? Why she keep throwing this ball? It's a very quaint city. So it's a very, very small. She's literally just playing fetch with herself while I'm taping this video. So that's what we got going on over here. The fourth thing that I forgot to mention in the video, or I didn't mention in enough detail, is that Hanoi is a very quaint city. So what that means is you have that small town feel, but you still have big city vibes. You can get around pretty easily. You can learn the streets, you can learn where to go and where things are, and find your like coffee spot and your little nail spot and, you know, whatever. But it still has a lot of opportunities. People, I'm just out here making all the noise in the background. People who create things from nothing, people who start food festivals, people who start, you know, like esthetician jobs, people who come out here and speak are masseuses, people who come out here, they're therapists. Like, if whatever job you did in the US, there's a market for you to do it here legally in Hanoi. And I feel like that's really cool, and that's why the expat community is so dope, because it's not just like backpacker teachers who were here moving through Southeast Asia for 4 weeks at a time, 4 months at a time. It's like people who are like career people, they live here. So that's something that's really dope that I forgot to mention in the video. The fifth thing that I forgot to mention was that the travel within Vietnam from Hanoi. Ho Chi Minh City is Ho Chi Minh City. You have like the city and then everything's kind of spread out. Like, if you want to go somewhere on like a 2-day weekend, you have to like either get in a plane or you're gonna drive. But if you're in Hanoi, in 2 days, you could go to a lot of places that are very different. Like, you go up to Sapa, you can go to Mai Chau, Muk Chai, I don't know the names, Ha Long Bay, Cat Ba Island. You can do a lot of things that are very different in 2 days. You don't have to take a flight. On the flip side, Ho Chi Minh City has better flight options because it's located right there, and you can go around to all those different, like, you can go to Indonesia really easily, you could go to Cambodia really easily, you can go to Thailand really easy. So Ho Chi Minh City is a great hub if you want to travel, you know, throughout. Oh my gosh. Ho Chi Minh City is a really good option if you want to travel throughout Southeast Asia. But if you're like a career person and you know you have like just those 2 days off, or like you could take like a Friday or Monday off, you could travel from here to a lot of places in Southeast Asia, but you also can travel throughout Vietnam from here really well. So you have a lot of options of things you can do on like a 2-day weekend trip instead of having to stay in your house or like go to a bar or whatever. So basically that's it. I just wanted to clarify some of the things I didn't mention very clearly in the previous video. Give you more information about Hanoi. Like, Hanoi is not usually people's first choice when they're thinking about coming to Vietnam, because they're like, why would I go to Hanoi when Ho Chi Minh City is there? But Hanoi is like authentic Vietnam. Like, it's super dope to be here. Like, I know, like, I've complained about how sometimes the people are kind of cold and sometimes it's not very warm. Like, it's very like ancient. I don't want to say ancient, but it's just a very old kind of community. But that's really, really like good. Like, I feel like when you're in Hanoi, you're like, I'm in authentic Vietnam. Like, this is Vietnam. Like, I'm here and I'm making it. I said this in the other video, I'll say it again. The difference between Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, it's like 2 different worlds. You should visit both of them before kind of figuring out where you're gonna go, or at least look up both of them. But it's a different vibe, and the vibes are not better or worse. They're just different. I've really enjoyed my time in Hanoi. I had the option to move to Ho Chi Minh City a few months ago, and I kind of really weighed the options of if I'm gonna go to Ho Chi Minh City or if I'm gonna stay in Hanoi. And I chose to stay in Hanoi because it's a very comfortable feeling. Like, I feel like my true adult self, like living and working here with a lot of creative people, and I think it's really cool. Just wanted to clarify kind of what some things that I didn't say right in the previous video. Please, 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 if you have any questions about any of the things that I said in this video or the video with Zina, put it in the comment section below. I think we're gonna do a Q&A later on this year, or not later on this year because that's like 2 weeks, but we're gonna do a Q&A later on in our in our vlog life together. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you as much as I can. Because when I was moving to Vietnam, I literally wish I had a me that I could connect with and talk to, because it's hard and it's scary. Like, you need some help. I can do this right now when I have 365 subscribers, but when this video has been a year old and I have 1 million subscribers, I'm not sure that I can respond to every single person, but I'm gonna try my absolute best. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.